Hello everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to go through all of my ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadows and just kind of have some fun with them, swatch them, and I wanted to sort of rank them in order of my favorites. I have a couple here that I've actually never even used before, but they are so beautiful and I don't know why I haven't used them. I just feel like sometimes I forget that these are in my collection and I really want to maybe pull like 2 or 3 to kind of keep in my everyday makeup drawer and to kind of play around with a little bit more because they are so beautiful. And I do have some that I have used and I'm just like, this formula is so amazing, and I don't know, I've just really liked these and I feel like I have them in my collection, but I don't get as much use out of them as I should because I just don't know the potential of some of them, or I've honestly just kind of forgotten about how some of them perform. So I wanted to go through, swatch everything, rank everything. So I think what I want to do first is I guess sort of categorize them into like different colors and like into different color groups and kind of put all the similar ones together. And then I guess I'll kind of just do the standout ones separately. So I guess we'll go ahead and just sort of organize these together. And yeah. All right, so I feel like everything's kind of organized, so maybe we will start from like lightest to darkest and I'll go through and like give you all of the shade names and everything. So first ones I have here are some sort of pinky ones and then some more champagne ones here. So this first one I have is in the shade Catitude. This is one of their ultra metallics, and this one I have actually never even used before. It is so beautiful. It's like a really nice sort of champagne color. It's a little bit of a lighter gold type of formula, and I mean, it is so stunning. So let's do that one swatch over here. And I mean, you can just see they're so beautiful. I feel like even as a highlighter, this would be absolutely gorgeous. It's so, wow, that one's really nice. I think the reason why I've just never reached for this one is because I prefer to reach for ones that are sort of a little bit more standout, or even like the ultra glitter, whereas this is just like the metallic formula, so there aren't really many glitters in here. It's just sort of a, yeah, nice metallic eyeshadow. Then we have this one here, which is from I think one of their animal collections, which I believe was a duo that they do every year, but I think this was from last year. And this one is in the shade Good Boy, and this one is one of the ultra glitters. And again, this one I have not reached for, but look how beautiful that is. So let's give this one a swatch. Still nice and creamy. Obviously they've never been opened, so I feel like they haven't been able to like dry out. But here's this one. So upon swatching them, they look completely different. I really love this. Again, I feel like it'd be beautiful as a highlighter. It's a little bit more sort of icy than that other one, which was Catitude. This one I think is more of a golden color, whereas this one is definitely more of that sort of icy white gold. I definitely prefer the ultra glitter formula. I just feel like they are a little bit more unique and I'm more likely to sort of reach for them. So right now, I guess I'll keep like a running ranking over here. I'm gonna put that first one, Catitude, probably down at the end just because I feel like it's not the most standout to me. And this one I will put next in place because I do really like that one. Again, it's not like a super like crazy color or anything, but it's definitely nice. I feel like that would look really beautiful on an inner corner. So then I have these two ones here, which are a little bit more pinky. This one is in the shade Solitaire, and this is an ultra glitter. And this one, it appears I have used it before. It seems to be a really nice, more pink rose gold, but definitely very beautiful looking. And obviously has a bit more of a deeper base than the other ones here, but yeah, that is a really nice one. I feel like this one, it has those glitter particles in it, but it's just not as special as this one over here. I feel like this shade Solitaire is something that I feel like I do probably already have like somewhere in a palette. I feel like this one isn't super standout. I feel like I would probably reach even for that other one at Catitude over it. So I think this one I'm going to put at the back of the line. It's still very beautiful. It's just not my absolute favorite one. Then this one I know is going to be ranked very high. This is in the shade Frog. I feel like this is sort of like an infamous one because it's so beautiful. It is a baby pink that has this almost sort of like blue iridescence to it, and it is just a very standout one to me, and I absolutely love it. And formula is stunning. You can see it has beautiful shine. This is one of their ultra glitters, and just wait till you see this swatch. Look at that. I mean, that shift with like that sort of icy blue silver, it is so gorgeous. I just feel like I like it. Even I feel like this one over here in the shade Good Boy is really holding up. It looks quite gorgeous, but you can see that this one in Frog has a little bit of a more pinky tint to it and a little bit of a deeper base, which makes it really nice for sort of like one shadow looks. But this is Frog, and it's by far my favorite. It looks so beautiful built up on your eyes as a one shadow look, or to kind of amp up any other like pinky shadows that you have on underneath. It's so gorgeous and I absolutely love that. So that is getting moved to the front of the line. Then I have over here ones that are sort of this like rose gold sort of taupe formula, and then I do have one more like bronze one that doesn't really match with anything that much. I feel like it'll probably be most similar to this one over here, which was Solitaire. But this one is in the shade Lightning Bug, which is so beautiful. It's kind of a more bronze, like coppery color. And I do actually see myself using this. I don't know why I have never used it before, but wow, it's definitely a very, very orangey kind of copper shade. Ooh, I mean, that is really, really nice. Again, even though this one is a glitter, I feel like it's not as glittery as these two over here. It does have the little particles that you could see, but once you kind of like buff it in and actually get it like worked into your hand, I feel like the glitter kind of goes away and it's just more of a metallic. It's definitely very pretty. I feel like out of all of these though, maybe it would be the one that I'm least likely to wear now that I'm kind of seeing it swatched out. I feel like all of these, of course, are going to look beautiful in the pan, but just as like practicality wise, I think this one I'm going to have to, unfortunately, move to the back. Okay, now onto these three sort of more like rose gold taupey shades. I have this one here from the Animal Crossing collection, and this is in the shade Balloon Pop. This one is also an ultra glitter. And I mean, look at that. This one is really nice. It's a sort of like more pinky shade and has like a silver and pink glitter to it. This one feels very, very creamy, and I've even had this one opened. Like I got this once the collection first came out. Definitely a more creamy feeling than the other ones, which I actually like. But yeah, here is that one. Oh, it's so pretty. Very, very similar again to this one. It's just a little bit more on the rose gold side rather than the golden side. I really like this one. I think in order of lineup, I don't know. I think maybe I will put it in third place for now, going from like least to best. These neutral ones, I feel like can kind of go either way. It's a little bit hard to rank them. I feel like my more fun ones are the ones that are going to be ranked a lot higher. But yeah, so now onto this one we have in the shade Feline Good. This is another ultra glitter. It's from that other duo here, and this one is a shade that I really, really enjoy. It's a little bit of a sort of deeper base. I think that this is a super nice shade for like an all over like one shadow look. And I don't know, something about it, like I just like it so much more than this one over here, which again was Lightning Bug. I feel like Lightning Bug is just a little bit too orangey, whereas this one in Feline Good is just so pretty. I really, really like that one. And again, it's a little bit more smoother, not as like PC glittery as some of these other ones, but you definitely do still see some of that shine. So I think this one I'm gonna have to put in third place. So Animal Crossing is getting bumped back just a little bit. So I cleaned off my hand. It's now kind of covered in glitter, but we have a fresh palette for swatching. So this next one is in the shade DGAF, and this is one of their other ultra glitters. This one is very, very pretty, much more of a deep sort of bronze, and it has a beautiful gold reflect to it. I really like this one. Again, this one also feels very creamy, and they're all part of like the same collection. I think they came in like a vault kit, like these ones here that have the same lid. So they're all about the same age, and this one was even opened. But wow, that is very, very creamy. It is so beautiful. You can see it has an opaque base compared to a lot of them. This one I think is gorgeous. I really, really think I'm gonna like pull this one to put in my everyday makeup drawer because I love that. I feel like that would look so pretty all over your lid with then like a smoky like winged liner look. I am obsessed with this one. I think I'm going to move this one into second place, just behind Frog. Let me move these guys down a little bit, make some more room. Okay, so now this is the start of the line. We have a couple of them off camera here, but I will do an overall ranking at the end. Now we have some of my favorite ones here, which are my like duochromes or just like fun colored ones. These ones are going to be hard to rank because I really, really love like all of them. I think maybe I guess we'll start with this one here. This one is in the shade Ice Dream, which I have used a ton. I really love this. It is a white to like blue, true blue duochrome. Now I can see around the edges, I think this may be drying up. It seems to be like separating a bit from the pan. So, okay, I mean, it's definitely, you can see like a little bit flaky, so I do think it's starting to dry up, but look at that duochrome. So cool. I believe this is like a translucent base. Yeah, so it's pretty much a translucent base, and then it just has that strong shift of blue. I definitely think I'm going to put this one into my everyday makeup drawer since it is starting to dry out just a bit around the edges. It still feels good, like when I'm using it, I feel like I can still get a decent amount out, and it has really good payoff. But it's so gorgeous, and I definitely have to get more use out of this. I absolutely love this color, and I definitely think I'm going to put that one up at first place for now. Then I have these two purple shades over here. They're pretty similar. This one is more of a blue shift, and this one is a little bit of a more like warmer purple. So we'll start with this one. This is in the shade Set to Stun. This is another ultra glitter, and very, very pretty. I love this whenever I do just like purple eye looks. I feel like it just adds a little bit of like an extra layer to the look. Not my absolute favorite. It has sort of a reddish like orangey base, and then it has like a purple reflect. So it definitely looks different on the eye and like the hand than it does in the pan. I feel like it definitely looks way more purple in the pan. So not my absolute favorite, I'm going to be honest. Just swatching it again, I'm kind of remembering that it's not the best. Definitely prefer this purple over it. So I think this one I'm just going to have to move to maybe like down here, because I definitely like this shade, which was this one right over here, DJAF, way more. Like, just look how beautiful those are compared to this one. I don't know, really like both of those. Then we will go in with the other purple. This one is in the shade Dream Lover, and this is like a true like purple with a blue duochrome to it. So beautiful. Look at that. It's a really, really nice deep purple, and I feel like it goes well with super colorful looks because it just packs a punch. So this one, for some reason, I feel like is sort of crumbling a little bit in the pan. Like it's almost like cracking a tiny bit over here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. And it's a little crumbly. It feels very creamy though. So I don't know if this is just a much more like softer pressed formula. But you know, looks so gorgeous. Look at that. It has a deep sort of like reddish base with that icy blue purple shift. And I feel like these two shades sort of like layered with each other over like a purple eyeshadow look looks absolutely beautiful. I really, really love this shade, and I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a super fun sort of cream shadow. As far as ranking goes, I want to say, I mean, how can I not put that over that one? So I'm going to have to put this one in third place for now. With this yellow one over here, this is in the shade Floating. This one is so pretty, and I always mean to use it during like springtime, but I just always like, I don't know, I keep forgetting to use it, but I feel like I've been into color way more this year, so I think I'm definitely going to have to pull this one out. Look at that. It's a beautiful, like vibrant, sort of like rubber ducky yellow, I feel like. I don't know, like that's just what I think of whenever I see this shade. And it has this beautiful like blue and like white glitter in it. It's very, very stunning. I absolutely love this one. It's super fun. Not one that I reach for all that often. Like I feel like I would pick some other ones over this one a little bit more. So I want to say that one's going to go into fifth place for now. I definitely do still really like it, but yeah, I definitely have ones that I prefer over it, but it is a fun color and it's super fun to have in my collection. Then this last one over here is my absolute favorite one of all time. This is in the shade Moonwalk. This is one of their ultra metallics actually, but it is like a super strong duochrome, and I love whenever I use this in eye looks. I feel like it just comes out so beautifully. This one's a little bit more dry feeling. I don't know if it's because it's a metallic or if it's just because I've used it more, so it's been like sort of open and exposed to the air a little bit more, but you can see I have a decent dip going in here, and I mean, look at that shift. It's so cool. I love it. It has like, oh, it's not even like doing it justice on the camera. I feel like the way that it looks in the pan is the way that it like looks on your eye, because you can even see on my finger, like it's a little bit more curved, like how your eyelid would look. That green just shifts so much more, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, here you can see a little bit more, but it has that deep red base. And then it has just this green shift to it. Really, the best way to see it here is on my finger. It's so stunning. I would even say it's like a multi-chrome where it has like gold, red, green. It's just so pretty, and I love this one. It is always going to stay in my collection. If it dries out, I'm gonna try to find it because it's just such a fun shade for me, and I don't know, I love it, and I always feel like my eye looks with it come out beautifully. So this one, of course, is going to go into first place. But now that we have everything ranked, I'll go through one more time. We'll do a full like swatch of the ranking on my arm in the ranking order, and I'll tell you all of the shades, and we'll get one more look at them before I finish today's video. All right, so I have all of the shades laid out here ready to swatch. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll swatch on this hand since I'm left-handed. The one we have in first place is going to be the shade Moonwalk. Then in second place, we have the shade Ice Dream. Then in third place, we have the shade Frog. Then in fourth place, we have the shade Dream Lover. In fifth place, we have the shade DGAF. In sixth place, we have the shade Floating. In seventh place, we have the shade Set to Stun. In eighth place, we have the shade Good Boy. In ninth place, we have the shade Feline Good. In 10th place, we have the shade Balloon Pop. In 11th place, we have the shade Catitude. In 12th place, we have the shade Solitaire. And in 13th place, we have the shade Lightning Bug. So here are the final swatches of everything here. As you can see, the more neutral ones kind of stayed towards the bottom, and a little bit of my more fun shades were the ones that made their way up to the top. I feel like with duochromes, like you really can't tell unless like I'm moving my arm fully like this, which is kind of hard to do. But yeah, these are all of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. And yeah, comment down below if you want me to continue to do ranking videos, like if you wanted me to do it with any other part of my collection. I know somebody had commented that they want me to do a ranking of all of my blushes, so I definitely have that idea planned for the future. Also, quickly, I just wanted to mention that I am doing a giveaway right now of the Star Wars ColourPop palette. This is the Darth Vader palette. This one here is mine, but I do have a brand new one all packaged up ready to go for you guys. Details on how to enter the giveaway are all in the description box down below. Just make sure you follow me over on Instagram at @handtagliente for more information on it. But yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching me swatch and sort of play around with all of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. This video is definitely inspired by Lauren May Beauty. I love her like overhead videos, and I don't have many single shadows, but I did have quite a few ColourPop ones, so I figured I could do a video like this. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!